Hello students. Today we are going to study an important topic in English grammar, subject-verb agreement. This topic helps us choose the correct verb according to the subject of a sentence and is very important for building accurate sentences. Subject-verb agreement means that the verb in a sentence must match its subject in number and person. In simple words, the form of the verb depends on whether the subject is singular or plural. Let us begin with the most basic rule. A singular subject takes a singular verb and a plural subject takes a plural verb. For example, the girl writes neatly. But when the subject becomes plural, the girls write neatly. Always observe the subject carefully before choosing the verb. Now, when two subjects are joined by the word and the word is usually plural because the sentence refers to more than one person or thing. For example, Ram and Shyam are friends. The teacher and the principal were present. Here, we clearly talk about two different people. Students, let us now understand an important exception to the previous rule. Usually, when two nouns are joined by the word and we use a plural verb. But this rule changes when both nouns refer to one person, one idea, or one thing. In such cases, even though two nouns are used, the subject is treated as singular and therefore a singular verb is used. For example, bread and butter is my breakfast. Here, bread and butter together refer to one item of food, not two separate things. Another example is, the poet and philosopher was admired by all. This sentence means the same person is both a poet and a philosopher.
Ma'am, may I ask a question? How do we know whether it is one person or two?
That is a very good question. You should always understand the meaning of the sentence. If both nouns describe the same person or idea, use a singular verb. Meaning is the key here. When subjects are joined by or, nor, either or neither nor, the verb agrees with the nearest subject. For example, either the students or the teacher is responsible. Neither the teacher nor the students are present. Look at the subject closest to the verb and decide accordingly. Indefinite pronouns such as each, everyone, somebody, someone, anybody, and nobody always take a singular verb, even though they may refer to many people. For example, everyone is ready for the test. Each of the players has a jersey. Collective nouns refer to a group such as team, class, committee, or jury. If the group acts as one unit, we use a singular verb. If the members act individually, we use a plural verb. For example, the team is winning the match. The team are arguing among themselves.
Ma'am, this rule is a little confusing.
That is natural. Always focus on the action in the sentence. If the action is collective, use singular. If it is individual, use plural. Sometimes extra phrases like along with, as well as, together with, or in addition to are added to the subject. These phrases do not affect the verb. For example, the teacher, along with the students, was present. The verb agrees with the main subject, not the added phrase. There is a clear difference between a number of and the number of. A number of means many, so it takes a plural verb. The number of refers to a count, so it takes a singular verb. Names of books, newspapers, organizations, and academic subjects are always treated as singular. For example, mathematics is difficult. The Times of India is a popular newspaper. When time, money, distance, or weight is treated as one unit, the verb used is singular. For example, 10 years is a long time. 50 rupees is enough. In sentences beginning with there, the verb agrees with the real subject, not with the word there. For example, there is a pen on the table. There are many books on the shelf. When one of is followed by a plural noun, the verb remains singular because the subject is still one. For example, one of the boys is absent. With relative pronouns like who, which, and that, the verb agrees with the noun before the pronoun. For example, she is one of the students who work hard. He is the only one who works honestly.
Ma'am, why does who take different verbs?
Because who refers to different nouns in each sentence. Always look at the noun before it. The words either and neither always take a singular verb. For example, either of the two answers is correct. Neither of the boys was punished. Some words look plural in form but are grammatically singular, such as news, physics, and mathematics. For example, news is very important. To conclude, subject-verb agreement depends on identifying the real subject of the sentence. Most mistakes happen because of confusing phrases or nearby words. Careful reading and regular practice will help you master this topic.